Hi, in this video I want to go over some of the more advanced purchase options for your pre-orders. So if you've already been to the DC Preorders app, you know you can go ahead and set up pre-orders in the All tab and add all of these pre-orders as needed. And this essentially allows you to select products in your storefront and be able to determine which pre-orders display and what based on what sort of configuration here. So some of the more basic configurations are things like just setting it to active, also having it always available. You can also set it to when out of stock, so when the pre-order goes out of stock or dips in quantity to under 0, then it will basically be set to pre-order. But for now, I'm just going to keep this as always pre-order. I want all my customers to go and have to pre-order this product. And of course, I'll set a ship date as well. This is sort of an estimated ship date. I'm estimating that this will take about 6 months, so I'm thinking 2025 January is when I'm thinking of adding it. And once that's all set up, I can click on save. And once that's done, I can jump into my preferences section to make sure that it is active by making sure that the theme extension is live. But once it's set up, what I want to do is actually set up the purchase options on there. So what that means is that if I scroll down to the bottom, you'll notice the purchase options section. I can click on manage. I've already created a pre-order, but you can click on manage and then you can see that I can go ahead and create a purchase option. But I'm just going to jump into the one I've already created. Here, I've basically set up a pre-order with 50% deposit. What that means is when the customer purchases this pre-order, they'll only have to put up a 50% deposit. And I've done that by selecting the partial deposit percentage by putting the 50. Of course, they can set that you can also use full payment to pay now, which is like all the entire payment is basically collected, or nothing at all. So they have no, all they're putting is their credit card information, but nothing's actually being charged when they are placing that pre-order. So you can determine when you want to charge that, possibly during fulfillment. But for now, I think I'm going to take half of the price of the product for the copper lights. And then this is sort of like a estimated date when you think the charge date would occur. Again, you can control this. You can change and manually charge them in your in your order admin, which I'll go in a bit. But for now, since I'm planning to ship around January, I'm expecting to charge them in by December. So let's just say Christmas time. And for the fulfillment side, there's 2 rules. You can have it to fulfill the order just right away, so that way I don't have to worry about keeping it in stock. And then, or I'm not really sure when the fulfillment will take place, in which case I want to put the fulfillment on hold so it's not sent to my 3PL or any sort of packing team that I'm working with. So I'm going to keep it to unknown for now. And of course, for the inventory, you really basically have 2 options. You can decide if you want to reserve the inventory on fulfillment, which means that it's going to take the inventory out of your product when you fulfill, or when you sell the pre-order. So for now, I don't actually have any inventory because I'm selling pre-orders. So I'm going to set it on fulfillment. So that means when I have the product in stock, and then I can basically, when I fulfill it, I want that inventory to be taken out. So that's what I'm going to set up here. And then finally, I have gone ahead and selected my copper lights, which is what I'm basically setting up as my pre-order product with purchase options. So once that's saved, I can jump right into my copper lights on my storefront. You can see that it's at $59.99. It's showing the expected ship date of January and has all my pre-order options. All these things can be configured, including the language and the locales in your app extension. So I'm going to go ahead and click on pre-order, which should add it to my cart. And here, of course, you can see the options that have been added, the pre-order type, the ships by date, which is estimated to be around January, and then the purchase option here. So I can go ahead and click on checkout. And this will take me to Shopify's checkout, where it's added all my information, and it will also include the full price as well as the total due, and then when the next amount is due here. So you can see that it's only collecting $30 out of the $59.99, and of course it's added shipping and other details based on the weight of my product. So that's all good. So once that order is placed by a customer, this is what the experience looks like. So you will basically be able to go and look for your pre-orders. I do notice that this one is right here, but it also has some tags like ship by 2025 January 15th. So if I wanted to filter a bunch of dates, I can actually do this by just searching for ships by or ship by 2025 01. So I want to look for any orders in January, right? So it's going to search for that, and it looks like that's right there. I can click on that order, and here you can see right away that the actual fulfillment order for that product is on hold here. So it's not actually, you have to release the fulfillment manually to be able to fulfill this. And right now, it's not currently sent to a 3PL or any of my packing team. So that way they know that this order currently has a pre-order and shouldn't be fulfilled. It's also marked as partially paid. We know that we only collected $30, which is 50% of the pre-order cost or price, and then basically the balance is due on December 24th, 2024. So let's assume that this is basically, I've got it in stock and I want to go ahead and charge them. I can basically go on and click on collect payment when I'm ready and click on mark as paid. This will basically, I can either do it if I am collecting this, like say in an in-store pickup, or I can do it using cash, or I can just charge the payment on file. So I can go and say, charge this payment, which will collect the payment and send them an email as well. It looks like that went ahead and that's paid now. But now I can also release the fulfillment, so I can go ahead and release that hold and fulfill that once it's packed. So I can send this to my fulfillment team, and once they're ready to fulfill this and pack it, they can click on fulfill, which will allow them to fulfill this item. Now this order is fulfilled. So you can basically set up pre-orders with purchase options like deposits and pay later options very easily with DC Preorders. If you have any questions, reach out to our support team and we'd be happy to help. Thank you.